Whether it's your first time here or you're a regular here at Mr. Super Oz, I just want to thank you for tuning in to the channel. It exists because I, Oz, from the channel Mr. Super Oz, I wrote a 68-page graphic novel called Everlasting Survivors. Volume 1 is called All Day Long. If you follow the link in the description of this video, you can get yourself hats, shirts, posters, all kinds of fun things. But most importantly, you can get the story itself. And the more people that pick up the story, the greater the chances are that there can be continued adventures with these heroes. If you could, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment, enjoy. What do you got, my friend?
Well, we open up the show. We have my boy, Rob Van Dam, coming out very upset, very not cool. He did not smoke his weed this evening because he's serious times 9,000. He calls out John Cena and challenges him to a match tonight. And who do you think walks out, Oz?
I'm guessing not John Cena?
Man, you would be great at guessing. It is actually our new general manager, Eric Bischoff.
Oh, Eazy-E, okay.
Eazy-E. Comes out and says...
I have one request.
Yeah,
can you please call him Robbie V?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So he says, my man, Robbie V, let me talk to you. Now I think he's LA Knight.
Yeah, right.
But regardless, he says, unfortunately, Cena's not here tonight. My bad. I probably should have made him show up, but you know. I mean, had to let the crowd cool down from all that heat.
Absolutely.
But you know what they say, controversy creates cash, and you know.
That's a good book, by the way.
Yes.
You read that?
I haven't.
Oh,
but I heard it was a phenomenal book.
Absolutely.
I'm about to say, to be fair, the concept makes sense.
Yes.
But Eric says, you know, being the ingenious promoter that I am, everything goes well when I have my finger on the pulse. So obviously I gotta have time to promote something this big. Van Dam versus Cena? I mean, come on.
That's actually a good argument.
Yeah. So, how about this, Rob? Robbie V, baby.
It's too bad he didn't take that time to promote Bill Goldberg versus Hulk
Hogan. Yeah, you know, I mean, baby steps, you know.
Live and learn.
Live and learn,
Yeah.
right? But he said, you'll have that match next week. Don't you worry about it, Robbie V. And Rob, fighting all the urges to not kick him in the face, just says, thanks. Walks out. And that is the segment, my friends.
If ever there comes a point in time where he does let Eric know that he's going to kick him in the head, I would love for Eric to be like, I'm a black belt.
Yeah, what is he, like a third-degree black belt, too? He's like something that's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm like, no, you're not. Don't lie, bro. But regardless, yeah, that'll be fun.
Him and Sonny Ono were friends in real life because of the karate.
Because of karate? Oh, that's phenomenal.
Well,
I was wondering
Ninja Throwing Stars.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh my goodness! Have you not watched his life story documentary thing?
Eric's?
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
I'm about to say.
A lot of times. It's on the network. It's worth checking out. I can't remember what it's called.
Is it on Peacock or is it on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was on. It was a network special, but they brought it over.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'll check it out when. Actually,
it's real quick. It's real quick. It's like it's
30
not.
minutes,
It's
hour.
not. It might be just a hair over an hour, but
Okay.
it's not like
That's not
Cody's,
too bad.
which was like 2.5.
I'm about to say now Cody's was like 3-4 days.
Yeah, which that was good.
I'm about to say, to be fair, it was quality content.
Yeah, but like Eric's is a breeze.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's got no wrestling to cover.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You know, it's just him.
I'm about to say it's just him talking.
Yeah, it's
and
like
being a
I
promoter.
did this and I did that.
Yeah.
And now it's
Man,
over.
look at how great I am.
Yes, ain't I great?
Yeah. How did WCW fold? I did so good. But next up we have Raven defeating Rico to retain the hardcore title, and he said, "That's how you get the job done, Tommy. That's how you get the job done, Richards.
Yeah.
Take notes."
Mm-hmm.
And that pretty much wraps that up. But yeah, Raven effect on a chair or something. I don't know.
For sure.
It's a hardcore match with Raven against Rico. But yeah, nice and simple. Black Widow Alliance comes out and tells Molly, "Yeah, you may have pinned Victoria, but let's not forget who the sole survivor was at Survivor Series. My girl, Jackie. Jackie actually deserves a championship match more than you.
I like
so
that.
the challenge that you threw out last week is null and void. Not going to happen. See you, bye. Sorry about it. But that's just how a cookie crumbles." And, of course, Eric Bischoff, hearing that, his ears perk up, and he's like, "Oh, my God, you guys gave me a great idea. You know, you have a phenomenal point. So how about this? Since how Jackie won wasn't exactly what's the word I'm looking for? Kosher.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go ahead and let Molly face Jackie next week, and the winner gets a women's title match. Man, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Just next level promoter right here, guys.
I love his activities.
Yeah.
He's so active.
Yes, big time.
He's like the opposite of Mick. Mick
He's
was
the
like
exact
he was
opposite. Mick
like
was very
William Regal. Yeah,
hands-off.
he was like Regal War Games, and that's it.
Yep, like war games. All right, but yes, not pretty much. I wanted to really emphasize the dichotomy of
Yeah,
these two.
makes sense.
Next up we have big match: Jericho and Kane versus the Dudley Boys for the tag team championships. So this match is probably as good as you are imagining it in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of action, very back and forth. I'm not gonna lie, I had a really tough time figuring out who I wanted to win.
Of course, that makes good common sense.
Yep.
So when I think of the match itself, I think of two different matches actually.
Mm-hmm.
One being the Brothers of Destruction versus the Dudleys,
Mm-hmm.
and then also Christian and Chris Jericho versus the Dudleys.
Yes.
Because in both cases, these teams, because Kane and Jericho never actually teamed,
Yeah, right. Obviously.
had great interactions and goings-ons with them.
Yes.
And so, yeah, no, I think that's I can understand the struggle.
Yeah. It was a real tough decision, but so this is where I took it back to your idea of where I want to go, book back.
Of course.
So, with that in mind, Jericho and Kane do win this match. And it is tough, hard fought. Ends with Kane tombstoning one of the Dudleys. Take your pick. I don't care.
I mean, either which way you go, it's a hard
Yeah.
tombstone.
Yeah.
It's a
Big
challenge-
tombstone, jumping tombstone.
Yes,
in fact.
challenging.
And Jericho holds off the other Dudley boy to receive the pinfall. I think it's safe to say probably one of the toughest matches.
Absolutely.
Title-wise to date. But they do retain. And when you figure out who will beat them for these titles, you'll understand why I decided to do what I did.
Sounds good.
And then finally, last but not least, we close out the show. Triple H walks out and says, if you watch SmackDown, you probably found out that Orton not doing too hot, injured his shoulder in last week's match, but it's okay. Doc tells me he'll be good by look at that, January. So, Jericho, Kane, congrats on retaining those tag titles, man. Like, you guys, bee's knees, real great. Something else cheesy. So, how about this? How about on the first Raw of the new year? I can hear the money now. Kane and Jericho versus Randy Orton and Dave Bautista, the future of this business, for the tag team championships.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. I also like the sound of that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that closes out the show. We don't get an answer. Eric actually went home a little early after the genius of the night. So, yeah.
It gives you a cliffhanger, something to think about.
Exactly.